Curtis & Son Funeral Home for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Mr. Jordan Schuyler Biven, age 32 of Goodwater, died December 9th at his residence. Funeral service for Mr. Biven will be Wednesday, December 13th at Andrews Chapel United Methodist Church in Hanover, beginning at 11 a.m. Burial in the Hanover Cemetery. The family will receive friends 10 until 11 a.m. at the church on Wednesday. The Reverend Bill Bogan will officiate the service. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. James Mosley Fowler, age 89 of Sylacauga, died December 10th. Funeral service will be Thursday, December 14th at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel. Burial in the Kahatchee Cemetery. Visitation Wednesday night from 5 until 8 p.m. at Curtis & Son North. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Memorial service for Mr. Arthur Price Allen, age 90 of Sylacauga, will be December 16th at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home on Saturday. Mr. Allen died Sunday, December 10th at his residence. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Coosa Valley Hospice. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleySmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Clutie Pearl Cannon, age 94 of Sylacauga, will be Thursday at 11 a.m. from First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Dr. Rick Patrick, along with Dr. Larry Morrison, officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mrs. Cannon died Sunday, December 10th in Hendersonville, Tennessee. She was a member of the First Baptist Church in Sylacauga, also a member of the Lydia Sunday School class. Visitation Wednesday evening, 5 till 8 at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleySmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Mr. Eric Pope, age 44, died December the 11th in Birmingham. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Community Funeral Home. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Funeral service for Mr. Joseph Howard Hurst, age 87, Talladega, will be Thursday at 11 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. Burial to follow in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. Steve Hurst and Scott King will officiate the service. Mr. Hurst passed away at his residence on December 10th. Visitation 10 until 11 o'clock prior to the service. Online condolences at UrseryFuneralHome.com, Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, in charge of the arrangements. Mr. Hurst was a member of the Trinity United Methodist Church, also a member of the Alabama National Guard 464th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Division during the Korean conflict. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Mr. Deshaun D. Fairman died December 6 in Birmingham. Funeral arrangements to be announced later by Community Funeral Home. Funeral service for Donnie H. Royal, age 71 of Goodwater, is today at 2 o'clock from Oak Chapel Baptist Church with the Reverend Charles Stone officiating. Burial in the adjoining cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church from 1 o'clock until service time. Mr. Royal died Friday, December 8th at Clay County Hospital. He's a graduate of Bill Graves High School and worked for Russell Mills. He was a member also of the Oak Chapel Baptist Church. Benefield Funeral Home in Ashland, in charge of the arrangements. Online condolences at BenefieldFuneralHome.com. Funeral service for Mr. Gordon Roberts, age 75 of Alexander City, is today at 1 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Brother Jeff Hardy officiating. Burial in the Jackson's Gap Cemetery. The family will receive friends today, 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleyFuneralHome.com, Radley Funeral Home, directing. And funeral service for Lynn Sasser, age 50 of Sylacauga, is today at 11 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. The Reverend Todd Dean, along with the Reverend Roe Turner, officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mrs. Sasser died December 9th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at RadleySmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. These obituaries brought to you courtesy of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.